What's up, everybody? It's the Casual Fam back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the NBA because I haven't been talking about the NBA at all on this channel, and this is the first time that I'm going to be talking about the NBA. So the first week of the National Basketball Association is already underway. It's been a really good week of basketball so far, and as y'all know, my favorite team is the Thunder, but since I'm from the Chicago area, I also do rock with the Bulls. They're the first sports team that I've ever loved. And the Bulls have a very, very special place in my heart. The Bulls and the Thunder, but I think I do like the Bulls more. If I'm being honest, the Bulls will go to the finals this year, straight up. 4-1 record. We are currently, as I speak, the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. The Knicks are sitting at the number 1 seed. The Knicks are looking really good this year, and so are the Hornets actually, because LaMelo Ball is playing out of his mind. The Wizards also have a 4-1 record, but I feel like they're pretenders for sure. They're not that good. Then we look at the Heat, also 3-1. I don't think the Heat are serious contenders this year. I feel like the farthest that they'll go is the Eastern Conference Finals, but you never know. Anything can happen. I mean, they did make the finals that one year, but that was a Mickey Mouse-ass year, though. Now, the Bucks are struggling a little bit. Their record is 3-2, but they didn't play with any of their starters in the past few games, so I don't really have to blame them at all. And same with the 76ers. I don't even know why Ben Simmons is relevant at this point. Why am I hearing articles about Ben Simmons? Stop talking about Ben Simmons. He's not relevant. Thank you. And the Hawks, man, a record of 3-2. I can see the Hawks being like a lower Eastern Conference team this year. I don't think you guys are making the like the Eastern Conference Finals like you guys did last year. That was crazy how you guys did. And you know, Trae Young. I'm not really a Trae Young fan, if I'm being honest. But you guys are making the playoffs though this year. And of course, the Nets just being absolute bozos. I mean, Kyrie Irving. They need Kyrie Irving. I'm being straight up. They have a losing record right now, 2-3. James Harden's all right. Kevin Durant's absolutely carrying that team, playing with a backpack on every single game. And then the Celtics are also playing pretty good, but they're just not getting wins. 2-3 record. And then the Pistons are winless right now, and the Pacers are 1-4. So that's the Eastern Conference I talked about. Basically every single relevant team. Now, the Eastern Conference standings are still a little bit jumbled up, you know what I mean? The standings don't look exactly right now, but I do think that they're going to form a little bit better once the season progresses. Now let's take a look at the Western Conference. So the Jazz have the number 1 seed with a record of 4-0, the last undefeated team in the NBA. Then the Warriors with a record of 4-1, which are a scary, scary ass team. I mean, I think the Warriors can probably be that old Warriors team that they were like 3-4 years ago. I mean, shit. Curry's playing out of his mind right now, and Klay Thompson isn't even back yet. Bro, they're literally a cheat code. Then the Dallas Mavericks and the Minnesota Timberwolves. The reason why I say those two teams together, because I feel like they're very even teams. Like, they both have offensive scorers on their team that are really well, and then they kind of lack on defense. Like, Karl Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell they basically carry the Timberwolves, as well as, you know, Anthony Edwards. And then you look at the Dallas Mavericks, and it's just a one-man team, Mr. Luka Doncic. Then we look at the Grizzlies with a record of 3-2. They're looking pretty good so far. John Morant's doing his thing over there, and he's killing it, honestly. And then the Nuggets are struggling right now with a record of 2-2. I really think Jamal Murray needs to come back for this team to really make a playoff push and become contenders again, because right now they're playing like playoff pushies. That wasn't good. That wasn't a good one. But you get the point. I mean, I don't think the Nuggets will be a good team without Jamal Murray. Then the Trailblazers 2-2. We look at Damian Lillard, and he's not shooting well this season. He's just not. Step it up, Damian Lillard. Come on. Then we look at the Los Angeles Lakers with a record of 2-3. Now, this is the team that I kind of want to talk about a little bit more, because, you know, Russell Westbrook is the reason why this team is my 3rd favorite team, and I want this team to do good, and I want this team to win a championship just because Russell Westbrook's on that team. So, here's what I got to say. This team is nothing without LeBron. Like, I'm gonna be straight up. This team just needs LeBron. I mean, I don't think they're much without him. We saw how they play without him. We saw how they played whenever he was the coach instead of LeBron, and his team is struggling right now. And someone else who's struggling right now is the Suns. The Suns are 1-3. 1-3. 1-3. Come on. Then the Clippers also have a 1-3 record, but they've been playing a really tough schedule so far. And then the Pelicans, they need to step it up a notch. And the Spurs, I think the Spurs are just too young. And the reason why they're 1-4 is because of Greg Popovich. I mean, he's the only reason why they have that one win. I mean, he's carrying that franchise. And then the Thunder sitting last. Yeah, well, I mean, at least they beat the Lakers. But this looks like a good season so far. But yeah, those are my teams. If I do have to make a power ranking for this, for like the first week of the NBA, here's how it'll go. Starting off with number 1, I have the Utah Jazz, perfection from them. Number 2, I have the Warriors, Stephen Curry. That's all I gotta say. Number 3, as of today, I'm gonna have to put the Bucks up there just because they're the defending champions and they're dealing with injuries. Number 4, I'm putting the Miami Heat. Number 5, I'm putting the Chicago Bulls. At 6, I'm putting the Knicks. At 7, I'm putting the Mavericks. At 8, I'm putting the Minnesota Timberwolves. At number 9, I'm putting the Los Angeles Lakers. And number 10, I'm putting the Nets. Keep in mind, these rankings are how these teams are doing so far this season, so don't bar me yet. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video and stick around for more NBA content.